Hunter, are we streaming or not?
I think we're live.
What's up, everybody?
So we are either live or not live.
Al Roker here from Times Square, looking to come to you live.
Almost live.
Fucking
Are we live? We might be live. I can't.
Hunter.
Maybe.
Hunter.
Hunter, what the fuck?
Hunter.
Sorry.
Dad,
We're live.
we are.
Lovely deal.
We're
Sorry,
Schrodinger's
guys. I
live.
played
We're either live
advertisements.
or not live. We
We're-
don't know which.
We
We're
won't know
Schrodinger's live, Hunter.
till
Oh,
we
no.
open the box,
Oh,
and the
no.
box is shipped straight from Amazon. How's everyone doing today?
I don't
Fuck.
know if the window capture thing is working though, so they can't see the picture. This thingy.
This is a great start to a great podcast, everyone.
Oh man.
Woo!
Oh man. Oh
Okay.
guys.
Hunter, so,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
you are no longer the editor for this,
Yeah.
as you're sucking hardcore right now.
Yep.
Okay, glad we come to the agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, so just in case we are live, Kyle,
Yes, sir.
what would you like to talk about today?
Fucking, just.
Let's talk about fucking. That's
Ju-
right. Let's talk about our experiences, Kyle.
Just
Just what, Kyle?
trucks for you. What was your joke, Hunter? Did you, you have the joke?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, what's the joke?
So, what's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
What, Hunter?
Dr. Dre.
What?
What's brown?
Hunter! There was so much lead up to that joke, and
It's
it was
hilarious!
terrible.
That's a hilarious joke!
That was terrible.
What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
Shit!
Dr. Dre!
I understand the joke.
But it's funny!
No, it's not.
You come up with a funnier joke! You do
I
it!
have.
Well,
I
let
have.
me hear it, huh?
I gotta think of one.
You
now.
gotta do it right now. No, you've done it before.
Oh! I have one that's a little bit racist. Can I say-
Wow.
Yes, go
Can I
ahead.
say it?
We already have stepped past that boundary. Go
I
ahead.
thought of while I was mowing today. What do you call what do you call a horror movie made by a black guy?
What?
Negrotesque.
So I just imagine you like mowing the lawn. You're just going along and you're like listening to headphones and you're like, Negrotesque.
That is exactly how it was.
Okay, I feel like, which one's better? Which joke's better?
Duh, let's not put the pressure on him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta choose between friends here. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's brown and rhymes with Snoop? Come on!
Your jokes.
That's well thought out. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does,
Okay,
'cause your
I
jokes are
think
shit.
Kyle has come up with better jokes. That just wasn't one of them.
Oh.
Oh!
That's nothing compared to when Gabe said on the boat trip to Put-in Bay, Kyle, sometimes your jokes are as bad as Chris's. I was immediately offended. That was fucking terrible.
Ooh,
I
that
know.
hurts.
Pretty hurtful.
It does.
That
Yeah.
hurts.
I
don't
hope Chris
think
is tuned in right now.
I don't think he can be. He's in New York.
Oh man. Oh yeah, because he's in the fucking brainwashing camp.
The brain.
Yeah, he's in the fucking brainwashing camp over in New York, where you can't have any
I don't
electronics.
think they
And
can see the window.
can preach
I guess-
God all day.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, all it's gonna be then is like a black screen with us in the very corner.
Well, not if I do this.
you just see the corner of Kyle's face.
Not if I do this, Kyle. Not if I do this, Kyle.
Hey, look, us.
Yee.
Oh,
Are we
yeah.
streaming through the phone, too?
What? No, we're not streaming to the phone. It's Skype.
Okay.
Because I don't
Text
have a
video.
webcam, so
Gotcha. I gotcha.
I guess that's good. I mean.
Okay, so we are live.
Yes,
Okay.
we
Gotcha.
are live.
How many viewers do we have right now,
We're
Hunter?
done. We're
Um,
good. It's good.
It's
Don't
all
worry
good
about
in the
it.
hood, boy.
Shut the fuck
two
up,
viewers.
Sean.
I will
Two
beat
viewers.
the shit out of you.
One of them's you, isn't it?
Hi, Ian Pick. What?
What?
Someone said hi, Ian Pick.
Ian Pick?
Ian Pick.
That's me.
You're Ian Pick.
No,
Are you?
but maybe.
Hunter?
Are you Ian Pick?
Are you Ian Pick? Who do you think we are? That's my question. Oh, should we reintroduce ourselves since the first
Oh
episode
yeah,
didn't get archived?
yeah. Do it.
Shit. I'm Kyle.
I'm Sean.
I'm Hunter.
We recorded an episode last week for this podcast.
But
it was deleted.
The Lost Pilot.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
on
the
purpose.
Lost Pilot.
It was on purpose.
Vaguely,
Yeah, it was mysterious.
vaguely remember like
One guy.
A
One guy
couple-
watched the whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if he recorded it, you can go pay him $300 for it when we get famous.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
But yeah, this is Deep Talking Dilfs, and I will explain what that means again at the end of this episode.
So what is our first topic today? Sean,
Well, let's look at our list. Hunter, do you have any lists set up so far?
any lists?
Yeah, of topics.
What,
Okay,
what do
so
you
our
think
first
I am,
topic,
prepared?
Tinder.
No.
Faggot. Okay.
Good, because I'm
So,
not!
What's up?
Let's talk about Tinder. That was one thing I
Oh,
had written
yeah.
down.
Oh,
Yeah, didn't we talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit last week?
I know so much about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We might have.
It doesn't matter. We're
I don't have a Tinder.
re-recording an episode anyway.
Get a Tinder just for this, like just for next
Just
week.
for this, right now,
You could
on
join-
live
you could
on
join-
air.
Hunter.
I'll do it live on air, but my phone's recording the video,
Hunter,
so
I'll
I can't.
sign out of my account and let you do it.
Then you can join
Yes.
me and Kyle's Tinder group chat, which we have.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it live on air.
Okay, do you have a Facebook account?
I don't remember the password or username.
Damn it! You don't. Your username is your name.
How did I know that?
Well, okay. Damn it! It's not gonna work unless he gets it through Facebook.
Okay.
Hey
well, we'll
guys,
figure it out later.
do you mind if we cut the visuals for this episode so I can get a Tinder? Is that a
I'm not
problem?
gonna cut visuals. Why
Yeah,
would you
no,
cut visuals?
fuck that shit, man.
You can do, like I said, you do it on my phone.
Could I sign in on the computer?
Maybe. Shit, you have to log in with Facebook. Hunter, do you think you could possibly remember?
I'll try. I'll try, Kyle. I'll do it just for you.
Go for it. I think I have a couple pictures, like past pictures, maybe friend group pictures of you on my phone, so you can put those in there.
Oh wait. Oh, I have to log in with phone or email, right?
You can do that too.
Okay.
Fucking do it.
Well, it's
So-
already logged into yours.
So then just erase my name and password.
What if
There
I
is a
wanna?
backspace button on iPhones.
Not true.
I don't know if there is on
breaking news.
Androids, but there is.
Steve Jobs' dying wish was to add the backspace button because he knew everyone was getting pissed about it.
Well, you know what happened
Yeah,
is
you know, before
he actually
that.
backspaced himself from existence. It was very tragic.
With cancer.
With
Cool.
cancer. With cancer. It was... He invented it.
He made It's eye cancer, but like
Oh,
with the
eye cancer. Yeah, eye cancer.
eye, yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
'Cause
you got it.
Yeah, there's a home button and everything. But
You press backspace and you die.
yeah. So,
Let's see.
but he knew it was too it wasn't advanced enough to where the new world, the modern world, wouldn't be ready for it. So
Right. And
No,
now we
it's
have
not.
it released, the instant cancer death button.
yeah. So I mean, when anyone ever wants to
Darn it.
go to Apple headquarters and hit the big red button,
Instant
go.
cancer.
yeah, it's instant cancer. That's what the I stands for. Instant. Instant cancer.
I don't think I remember, Kyle.
I don't, you piece of shit.
No.
Fucking bitch boy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did I do the "excuse me" thing?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Fuck you, Hunter.
Care to do it again? I would like to
But
see it.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Here you go, Kyle.
Hunter, you gotta make it Tinder.
I.
Make another Facebook and then make it
No.
Tinder.
There you go.
I'll see if we can do it on mine.
Boy.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I'd love it for Hunter to get a Tinder.
I would, yeah. What if he gets all kinds of matches right away?
Oh,
Like, he
you
just
know I
opens
will.
it.
That would
You know I will.
no.
Yeah, he will. He will.
You know, with Hunter's personality, he would, but like, you can't tell the personality on
Is there
online.
something wrong with his face?
What? Hunter! I love your face. What are you talking about?
It's such like an innocent, kind face.
Thank
Let's
you,
see, yeah,
Kyle.
you got a face. You got a face.
This
Yeah,
face
it's a
for
face.
you.
You've got a face. You've got a face.
I've got a face.
You got a face in me.
That sounds like something you say while eating ass.
What?
What? Wait a minute. No. That's what you say when you get your ass eaten.
Okay.
You got
yeah,
a face in me.
Yeah. While you're getting your ass eaten,
Oh,
you got a
you did
face
for
in
a
me.
second. I was like, wait, what? And then it was,
No, it's just. So.
I don't think I can. I wonder if I can. Let's see.
You have to download the Google Play app.
I'm
Do
not
it.
gonna Do it.
Do it. Dare.
app
Bet.
is
You
compatible
won't.
with my
You
device.
won't. I heard you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Compatible with my device.
Dare. Bet. Do. Will. Do. Swag sticka. Do it. Do it. Swag.
We only have
Swaggo.
one viewer now, and I think it's me.
Swiggity
That's
swaggo.
good.
Fuck.
It's okay.
Swiggity swag
It's
it.
okay. It's recorded. We'll find it later.
Swiggity swag it. Hunter's a faggot. What?
Oh no!
Swagstica?
I have to download it to my device
about
from
that.
here.
Yeah, do it.
But no, then I'd have to do this.
Do
Show it.
the thing.
It's-
Hunter, either way, you'd have to log in with Facebook on there.
I have my phone connected to the Facebook. I just don't remember my Facebook password.
Sim-
You should have.
Then just log out and you'll figure it out. Just log out of your Facebook.
My phone's
Dude,
connected to the visuals.
Look, he's
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Sean
Hey!
Andrews and Shaughnessy.
What do you think you're doing?
Now everyone
We can't
can
say
think
his
my
real
name's
name
Andrew.
on air.
Not even my parents know that.
O'Shaughnessy.
Shut the fuck up.
Principal O'Shaughnessy.
Principal O'Shea, Hennessy's office right now.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's my brand of Hennessy is Shaughnessy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, well that's good. That's amazing.
For when I have a brewery, Shaughnessy.
My favorite.
Mm-hmm. My
Well, you
favorite
guys are gonna talk about Tinder. I just want to join. You know, I'll just watch.
too. Okay. Let's talk about how fucking like half the girls we know from school are on Tinder.
Well, you see, I'm not saying any names on here.
Neither am
But
I.
let's list these 10 people.
Yeah.
so,
but let's list these 10 people.
There was Bread Keisha,
Oh, Brett
Um,
Keisha. Oh,
Shawanda. I feel like that's a
Shawanda.
real name.
Shaquifa.
Boom Queefa.
Boom
Boom
Queefa.
Queefa was also on there.
And Boom Queefa,
Was there. A.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't-
Swoogity? Swoogity was there.
Swoogity.
Yeah,
Swagstica?
Sweetie,
Swoogity
Swagstica.
Swags.
Dave. We saw Dave.
Dave's
Dave.
cool.
Dave.
He had a
she
female
was,
account. He had a
she was-
female account, so it was a little weird.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
swiped right.
He was a dude.
You swiped right. You guys swiped right.
Well, yeah, dude, I fucking love Dave.
Yeah, dude. I banged Dave.
Dude, I'd be all up in Dave.
Dave,
I'd put my face in Dave.
Dave, if you're out there, you got a face in me.
I'll put my face in you. Yeah, we've seen a few girls from school that we know on there, but one of them, I don't remember which one it was, but one of them, their bio was one of the Venmo me $5 and see what happens
Venmo?
things.
Yeah.
Fucking, that
The
was
PayPal account.
Yeah,
wow.
The PayPal account at the front. Like, hey, give me money. We'll see.
one of the, so
And you'll see. And then they're just like, yeah, no, I just want the money. That's
it's
what's
like,
gonna happen.
you'll see what
Got
happens when $5 gets added to my bank account. Thank you for your
And then she
business.
sends a picture of like her balance.
Yeah,
What's up?
just 1,814 goes to 1,819. Thank you for your service.
No, you give them the money, and then all of a sudden, hey, this is Dave from MTV show Catfish.
Wow, it's the same Dave that was on Tinder.
Yeah,
Same
it
one.
might be the same Dave.
There's only one Dave.
It's the only Dave I've
There's
heard.
only one Dave in the world.
Is it Dave Grohl?
No,
No,
that's not actually.
that's
his
it's
name.
not his real name.
Yeah. His real name's David. Yeah, it sucks.
It
Though.
has an E at the end. It has an E at the end. It's kind of like divide.
Divide. Divide.
Our
roll.
new son, Divide. Did somebody say divide? You just cut our baby in half! Yeah, you said to divide it. What the fuck? I thought you guys were getting a divorce. Half goes to you, half goes to the other one.
Asexual reproduction.
It's just cloning. Yeah, they cloned a sheep.
You know that they cloned your
I
face?
did know that actually. That was a little while back.
Yeah.
I heard about it a while
That
ago.
might have been a little bit ago. If we look it up, it's probably like 2001.
I think it was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Wasn't it in the 90s?
Was it 90s?
I thought it was like 99. I thought.
I don't
It's
think.
Dolly. I remember the name's Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly the sheep. I thought
I
it was
don't think
90s.
it was 90s.
1996.
What? Are you serious?
That's what I fucking thought,
That's
bitch.
2 years before you were born.
That's 3
3
years. before I
years.
was
You're
born.
99.
Wait a minute. What
So
what
am I.
month? What month?
July 5th.
Okay, I was 2.5 years older than the sheep, but still, well, no, sheep was 2.5 years older than me. But point is, it didn't live that long, did it? There was like months.
No, it didn't live that
It
long.
lived until 2003. So that's,
Seriously?
That's 7 years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Yeah. Now what's happened since then though?
Well, just wait till we clone people
were
and
able
everyone hates
to
everything.
3D print organs.
Yeah, there's
Are
that.
you
know that?
Are you doing the cool cloney
The
thing where they
clone
put it in like a little
No,
glass
you're
tube?
right.
Like,
You're right.
And then
Let
there's
me
two glass tubes and they clone it to one side.
let me call the world's major scientists and tell them to hold the fuck up on 3D
Wait,
printing
wait.
organs
Yeah.
to
Wait,
save
wait,
people's
wait.
lives.
I will only
What if you
accept.
3D printed yourself a bigger dick?
Well,
You
how
could
would
do
that
that.
work?
Sean,
What if-
slide
what
it
if
over
you
the
could?
other one.
It's like
It's
Russian
like-
nesting dolls.
Yeah,
So-
it's just like, whoa, that's huge. You want to see something even cooler? Boop. What? That's
Probably
a little bit
scream in
smaller.
terror. Everyone away screaming in terror because you just ripped your dick off.
I mean, okay. First of all, obviously you get that out of the way on the first date. You walk up to her house, knock on the door. Hi, I've got 3 dicks. But they're all the same dick.
All the
So
It's kind of like with
Hunter, get it out!
with Power Rangers, how they all like combine into one.
Oh, the Megazord.
Yeah.
My dick is the real life equivalent of the Megazord. Oh my God, are you serious? Yeah. Let's go right now. But that would be so you get it out of the way immediately. So she's not like, fuck, what is this? And then she opens the other one. It's like, fuck, what is this?
You know where you could buy that at? You buy that at Spencer's. That's where you buy it.
Oh yeah, the
Probably.
nesting doll dicks.
Nesting doll dicks. It's
Yeah.
called a sleeve.
It's called a sleeve. Oh my god.
It's just there for confidence reasons. Don't actually try to use it.
You won't actually like using it at
Oh
all.
my god.
Made from pure cyanide.
Cyanide?
So you can melt your dick off.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous thing to make it out of.
That's not the most dangerous. You can make it out of hydrochloric acid.
Or like nuclear waste.
Well, yeah.
Hot
maybe.
lava.
Sunbathing in Chernobyl.
Yeah, you definitely get sunbathed. That's the way I put it.
You got a real burn.
Yeah.
A real burn from sunbathing in Chernobyl.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to take a trip to Chernobyl, but with like 18 hazmat suits on.
Right. I kind of want to see all the weird animals. That's kind of what I want to see there.
You think it'd be like Dolly the sheep, but like it's a consistent thing? So like
I
Dolly
want-
the sheep
Dolly
shits
the
out
sheep
another
is a
Dolly the
clone.
sheep.
I want to see
Right.
like a super fucking scary wolf that's been like fucked up through generations of radiation.
I don't
then
know
die?
if it would die. I was
Like
gonna
a horror
say.
movie.
I don't know if it would be.
Why? Why would you want to die?
Why was it?
I don't know.
They never said anything about dying.
I read that one of the things you sent me, one of the no sleep things.
Yeah, one of the stories.
uh,
Which one?
The one you said was the best one you read.
Room
the,
733?
Yes, that
Fuck
one.
yes, that was a good one, wasn't
What
it?
That
was
was
that
pretty
one
good.
about?
It was pretty good.
Oh, Sean, I need to send you.
Sean,
Yeah,
let's
I
okay,
read
everybody
that.
pause this podcast. Sean's gonna read it. We're gonna stay here quietly.
20 minutes. Come back. That probably best story I've read on there. If you have any interest in creepy, not really creepy, but interesting and suspenseful stories, r/no sleep on Reddit definitely has some good ones. I haven't read anything on there that I've considered to be legitimately terrifying or scary in the least bit. Nothing that made me like lock up my windows or whatever. But there's a story on there called Room 733, and it's about this girl and her friend that go off to a college, and they're in this dorm room that's next to one that 5 people have killed themselves in. So like 4 people jumped out the window and hung themselves, and they're staying in their room, and then whatever entity is next door starts fucking with them and everything. It's pretty good, and then I'm not gonna spoil anything, but.
All right.
Shit.
Great
I'll
story
word
for
it- I'll
going to
word it-
OU in the future where there's a bunch of
Oh,
haunted
yeah.
places on campus.
There's literally we're next to a haunted dorm. Our dorm isn't haunted, but the one that we could walk to a haunted dorm. They actually still they still have rooms in them. Stuff you can get a room.
Does the college consider them like haunted? Like they wouldn't usually have most
think
people there.
they close a couple up, like just completely
Really?
close them up. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh god.
That's awesome.
That's
But,
fucking
that's
awesome.
the
weird.
scariest one
Whoa.
is not even it's the hospital, the mental hospital that is on. It's on the hill. It's called the Hill or something.
They really named it the Hill. They're like, okay,
Yeah,
we got a haunted campus. We got something
What
scary
they
shit
did-
going on. Let's name it the Hill.
Okay.
And make it even worse.
I was looking this up because I was thinking it'd be interesting. I've already said this before. It would be interesting to do like a ghost hunting podcast.
Yeah.
And I was looking
That's the
up
thing we're
in
gonna do.
Athens.
Spoiler alert.
I was looking up in Athens, and I was looking at the history of that. They voted on that name because they thought it was the least creepy one. They were like, how do we make this place nicer? And they named it like the Hill or something like creepy.
Were they haunted too? Were they fucking possessed?
They
Like,
must have been. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Is a
yeah.
mental hospital on campus?
Yeah, like my
they have everything you need.
yeah my.
Yeah.
Just in case you happen to go fucking crazy in one of the dorms, we got you covered.
My sister lived in an apartment building. I was right by the dorm, so I'd walk out there at night when we were walking into her an apartment building, and we could see the scary mental asylum just right there.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I would love that.
I wouldn't.
I would
not love
absolutely love
I
that.
feel like
Knock
they-
me down.
Hey, while we're on this topic, I mean, I'm watching some of the H3 podcasts, and they always ask people the ghost stories, and I think that's a cool question, but I don't know, we're not gonna have any guests on here, so I want to see what you guys' ghost stories are.
I have one, at least. I probably told you guys before, but Chip, Skylar, and I in 8th grade. I want to say 8th grade, maybe between 8th and freshman year. We were all at the lodge, and Chip had talked about how his cousin Ben, either Ben or Nick or both, used to go out on the, that area at the lodge where you go, like, it's in the lodge and you go outside to, like, the wedding reception area where it's all, like, outside under that roof. So they used to go out there a lot at nighttime because there's always been reported, like, hauntings in that, like, just that one area.
Mm-hmm.
And quote him, one time they were out there and they saw a dude, like, sitting in the corner of it, like, just shaking. Just sitting there shaking, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck it was. They went to go walk up to it and touch it, and it disappeared. So, that's his story. But one time, Skylar, Chip, and I were in there riding our skateboards around the fucking main room or whatever, and eventually we got those food carts out that they, like, cart out the main plates and shit on. And we were just riding around on those, and then eventually we got bored, we were going to go back to his house, so I went to put both food carts away and slid one in the kitchen through the door that just, like, won't shut, like, you can't. But, and then went back to get the other one, came back, tried to throw it in the door wouldn't budge. I hit it again, and then it moved, threw it in there, and then as it started to swing back a little bit, it got fucking rammed from the other side, and I saw a hand up on the window. I fucking bolted. There was no one else in there but the three of us, and the other two were in the other room.
Yeah.
So,
Do you believe in ghosts then?
Yeah. It took a while for me too. I didn't. But that coupled with a lot of the stories and spiritual beliefs I have, yes.
What else do you think could have been though? Like, I don't know. There's, like, stuff, like, I always, like, if someone's, like, sleeping and they wake up to a ghost, I always think, oh, maybe they're just, like, dreaming that.
Yeah.
But, like, stuff, like, where it's, like, during the day.
You're vividly awake
Yeah,
for
you're
it.
actually awake for it. That stuff, like, is weird.
Yeah.
It could have been someone else.
I only have one, like, significant story like that, and it's also from the lodge.
Really?
Yeah, so when you guys were talking about all that stuff before this happened, I was like, bullshit, you guys are just, like, scared, and I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I was just like, I don't know, something happened, but it wasn't ghosts. But, like, it was before one of the MMA practices we were going to have there. There was no one there yet. Like, I was the first person to get there, and it was dark there. And I was in there, and I turned on the lights. I just waited for the other people to get there. I was the only one at the lodge. And I went to the bathroom, and while I was in there, I heard footsteps outside. And it was, like, really pronounced footsteps. And I walked out into the hall, and no one was there, and all the lights were off. I think I turned the main light off before I went in. So all the lights were off, and I heard footsteps. No one was there, and then I remembered all the ghost stories you guys told me, and I left before anyone else got there.
So you got in your car and left?
I got in my car and I left.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Yeah, that freaked me the fuck out.
I don't really have that many. I have only one that I've experienced. That was at my cousin's house, and that house was supposedly really haunted. Because my cousin Taylor, I think you've met.
She's attractive.
Okay.
If you ever watched it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
I'm just saying,
but,
she's a very attractive woman.
But,
all the
yeah,
respect to her.
she was asleep on the couch, and she told me this, and like a black figure just came up to her while she was asleep on the couch. And that happened like a ton of times in that house.
Does she have a history of sleep paralysis?
No, that happened a ton in that house with everyone, and like that's the only place I've ever like felt like weird about. Like how you get that feeling like when you go somewhere it's like weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, like, so like I slept over one night, and I heard like huge crashing footsteps like on the stairs, like very loud, and like I woke up the next morning and they were just like, oh, it's probably your cousin, but she was like really small at the time, and I was like that was not my cousin because it was like insanely loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the only ghost story I experienced. So
I'd be willing to bet there were a couple other times at Chip's very first house because that place was big and it wasn't weird to just see shit there. One thing I did notice when we were there once was that I think there was one time that I liked to think that it was possession or what the fuck ever, but it totally wasn't. It was literally just, I was in Chip's basement, and the way it was set up was, there was like a movie theater room over here, and then like a narrow hallway, and then like an exercise room, and the door to his room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in his room. It was, I think, evening, like about to turn to night. I walk out of his room. I didn't know where the fuck he was. He said he was going to go upstairs and go like get something to drink. So I walk out of his room, and there's this like, I want to say 30-foot hallway. Like it's just 30-foot narrow ass hallway.
AC on?
Who cares? We can still hear us. It's like just 30-foot narrow hallway, and I walk out to go look for him. I turn to my right, and immediately I just see him standing at the other end of the hallway, staring at me, not moving, not saying anything. And for a second, I was like, "Whoa, shit, dude, what are you doing?" And he just stood there. He didn't move. He didn't talk. He didn't laugh. Nothing. Just stood there. And then 5 seconds later, without seemingly even starting to, he just bolted at me. Just fucking ran for me. And I went back in his room, slammed the door shut, and he was banging on it for a minute. And then I just kind of waited and waited for him to, like, just, chill out. Because I was trying to say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What's your problem? What is this? And eventually it stopped. And then there were two ways to get back into his room, one of which was closer to the movie room. You just, like, came in through the laundry room, and then there was, like, two-way through his bathroom. Mm-hmm. And he just comes in through his bathroom a minute later, just like, hey. I was like, what? What the fuck was that? And he's like, what are you talking about?
That's Chip, though. That's really
that
Chip.
is something
something
he would
Chip,
do. That's something he would totally do. But
just to freak someone out, honestly.
I was like,
he's the only he can keep a straight face doing all of it too, just to freak someone out. Like,
oh yeah.
I would bust out smiling, like just like thinking it was funny or just like being too.
And then he'd like kill
it.
you. He'd be if he was actually possessed, everyone would die.
Oh god.
Because they'd be like, oh, it's just Chip, and then he'd like run up to you and stab you.
He wouldn't even stab you. He'd just beat you to death.
Probably.
We already know he can choke someone out.
That's true.
Oh
he has the ability.
He definitely does. But one other time, I was sleeping there in his main living room, and was it? No, it wasn't his living room. It was it was in his room, and we were supposed to be sleeping, but I was literally just sitting on my PSP, fucking just on the internet all fucking night, like downloading music and shit. I was on his top bunk, he was underneath me, and like his door was still cracked. So one thing he used to always do, he'd always turn his room lights out, but he'd always leave the TV on, so he'd like watch George Lopez or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I do vividly remember being up one night late enough to where it was like probably 3 or 4 a.m. and I look out into the hallway and just see someone standing there, just whoever the fuck. And I couldn't make out who it was. I couldn't make out if it was a dude or a girl. And I don't know why they were there, but they were just standing there, like literally for 3 minutes, stood there, and I just walked away. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, okay. And I told him, he was like, that's probably just my sister. But one I know was not there that night, and the other one I know was asleep because we went in to prank her earlier in the night, and she was just passed the fuck out. And so she wouldn't do that either. So I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, it just seems like all the scary shit happens around Chip and his family.
Yeah, that's probably why he's into it so much. I feel like Chip's the kind of person to where he doesn't get freaked out and then never go towards something again. He probably gets freaked out and then embraces it. Like he
just likes being scared.
Yeah, he one thing he hates though is once we saw The Woman in Black in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Hunter, do you know about that?
I remember you scaring him something you said or.
Well, yeah, we'd always go to the lodge after that in like freshman or sophomore year, and whenever the lights to the hallway to go to the bathroom were off, I'd always just turn him around, have him look at it, like, dude, The Woman in Black's back there, and he'd be like, fuck you, and then run away.
Maybe he's so scared of The Woman in Black because since his house and everything is so fucked up, maybe it hits home.
It might.
Maybe that's why.
It might. I don't know. I never thought that movie was really that terrifying. They had like that fucking quintessential horror movie jump scare-ish scene where it's like, it's the thing Chip did to me where he's standing at the end of the hallway and she in the movie she was standing at the end of the hallway just staring at Daniel Radcliffe or whatever. and just like he turns around for a second and she's right in front of him, and, you know, that whole thing. So
I always hate that bathroom hallway because I remember, I forget which time this was, but I got like stuck in there with him because you guys were holding
Yeah,
the door,
I
and then
remember
Chip was
that.
like running at me and jumping on me, and I was like, Chip, no! And then I
You were like, he stabbed me at some point, I
I
think.
think he did stab me. I don't know what with, but he stabbed me with something. I think it might have just been his fingernail. I don't know.
that's the kind of shit I'd expect out of him. That's the kind of shit he's done to me. One time he threw Skylar. No, Ben, Chip, and Skylar and I were all at that. Did you guys ever go to his old house? His
No,
very
I was
first
never
one?
there. I
Damn.
didn't know him at the time.
Okay, so there was like a log cabin-ish thing, but like there was like an apartment-ish building next door. So like it was a whole house, and then right next to it, so it's connected pretty much. There's just this little place where someone could go live. It is like a little house, pretty much. One story, and we spent the night there a couple times, just playing video games all night, and eating churros and shit. Speaking of that, one time I woke up with churro dust in my hair. They poured an ass load of churro dust all over my head while I was
Oh my
asleep.
gosh.
But they also threw Skylar in the bathroom with me while I was taking a shit. Fun fact. So, yeah. And then they barred the door so he couldn't get out. So I was sitting there with my pants around my ankles, like trying to hide myself. I was like, fucking. And Skylar was just getting depressed. he was just like, I don't want to be in here. I was like, I don't want you in here, dude. I'm fucking. This is bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't ask you, Sean, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm kind of on the fence about that one, just because, like, just, like, with weird shit happening, especially, like, some stuff in my house that's just, like, subtle, kind of, like, is weird to me. Just, like, weird shit, like, lights turning off for no reason, and then turning back on, and things like that. All that stuff in my house is just kind of explainable, but it just kind of, like, after hearing other stories and, like, things I've heard from you guys, it kind of makes me wonder a little bit more, so I'm not really sure.
I'm kind of on the fence, too. I don't really know.
See, the freaky thing to think about is like, if you have an interaction with an entity or a spirit or whatever, it could be as simple as seeing someone's spirit shaking in the corner of a room or what the fuck ever, or you could see a little shadow cross your path that you didn't think was going to be there because nothing moved. But it could also be just a really, really creepy motherfucker trying to freak you out before they kill you.
Yeah.
So that's the thing to think about, you know.
That's the stuff that scares me the most. Like, not the scary stuff, but, like, creepy people, because they exist.
They're out.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck yeah, they are.
I also feel like a person's more likely to kill you than, like, do serious shit like that.
Fucking,
Yeah.
Definitely.
what?
I feel like definitely a creepy person's more likely to kill you. You know how creepy people kill other people every day? Probably like 50, I'd say.
Probably like 50.
Let's just throw out a number. I bet like 4. I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure that someone dies every
Yeah, but
12 seconds?
yes, but is every one of those a creepy person killing someone?
Fuck no, but
Yeah.
if you think someone dies every 12 seconds, that's at least, let me do math here, 5 times a minute. And, you know,
It depends on
out
how
of that,
creepy.
what is that? 60 times 24.
Would you count creepy soldiers killing other soldiers?
No.
No. War is different. War is.
Okay.
I don't really consider those who kill during war or kill after war to be fucked up, because obviously they're fucked up in the head, but not just something they could help.
Yeah,
They
it's something that happened to them.
Right. So they
Yeah.
come back from the war and they you know, if they just end up fucking murdering their whole damn family, it's like, whoa, that's fucked up. But yeah, probably thanks to the fucking war that they did that. So, you know, unless, you know, there probably are people at war that
That
just
were
don't
originally
kill
like
people.
that.
Oh, yeah. There are
But
people like that.
most of the time,
Yeah.
you know, PTSD just like gets to them, and they're one night they're just like, oh shit, the whole squadron's in the home. Pew 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 pew. Fuck, that was my wife and daughters. You know. So
Wow.
That's such a casual way to say that.
This is a really light podcast.
Yeah, this is
I'm glad
yeah.
we decided to keep it very light and not...
Light and happy and
well, the
at
first
all.
one was super laughy and shit. I don't know why we didn't do that this time.
yeah.
Because depressed.
Depressed.
Because depressed.
I would like to feel nothing.
About aliens. You guys have any alien experiences?
I've never had an alien experience, but I definitely believe it. I don't believe for sure that they've been here,
Oh,
but
yeah.
just based on
I
that,
am-
they have to be.
They have to be out there. I don't... I've never had anything. I've seen like weird stuff shoot across the sky, but it's probably just shooting stars. Like I remember being with my my cousin, and a green thing just flew like across the sky. So that could have been, I don't know what that was, but
Have you ever heard of the Arizona Lights?
yes.
Okay, I think that's if I were to believe in UFOs and like aliens and all that stuff, that would be good support for it. If
But
I
there's
did.
all. I mean, I don't believe that necessarily because the it could be government
Mhm.
like testing stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of UFO type stuff was explained by its government, like test aircraft and things like that.
Okay, but here's the thing: the last people I would believe about the alien shit is the government.
Well,
They could walk up to you and be like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It was just us testing our nuclear missiles." When in reality, he's gonna walk back to his car and be like, "Fuck."
Get in the car, there's an alien next to him. He's like, "Hey, bro, did you clear that up for me?" And he's like, "Yeah, alien,
You're
I
good.
got you."
You're
Just
good,
like
Paul.
saying it in sign language or some shit.
Oh,
This doesn't work for it.
I do have one alien story, but like it, just like any other fucking alien story out there, it's not gonna be that like, oh fuck, I saw an extraterrestrial,
yeah.
Just seeing stuff like out in the sky or something like that.
Pretty much. Well, this one was kind of vivid for me just because it was super weird.
Mhm.
So, this one time, my sister and I were driving, and we saw this billboard for a restaurant
Shut.
called
I
Boardwalk
swear.
Burgers.
Oh.
and
I actually have I have a better alien story than this. That my
I looked at my sister and I said, "Hey, that place shouldn't be called Boardwalk Burgers.
Why shouldn't it be called Boardwalk Burgers, Kyle?
It should be called Board Burgers.
Why?
Because they don't look like they're having any fun."
oh my gosh.
Come on, that was one of the better setups for that.
Do you guys want to hear one that my uncle Bill told me? Because he used to work in aerospace in stuff like in monitoring the Russians, like, and how they went into space. He would-
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like during the Cold War and shit?
I think it was, during then. He told me about, I don't know if it's true or not because it's kind of crazy, but he told me,
It might be a little insane.
he told me that one time he was monitoring them, like listening to them, and they talked, like, there was no video feed because like they didn't have that like back, like, well, I mean they probably had that, but they didn't have like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So they were saying, like, they were looking out the window is what he was told, and they said, what is that big thing out there? And then they all started saying it's getting really cold, and then when they came back down, they were all dead. Like every single one of the Russian astronauts that were in that spaceship was dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit terrifying.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He said he didn't know what it could be. If it was either just he didn't know what it was because he heard them saying that in Russian. So.
So they
wait.
asked what something was, got cold.
Oh yeah, they said,
and
"What is
died.
that?" They were like, "What is that?" And they were like, "What is that big thing out there?" They didn't ever say what it was because they.
And they said it's getting cold. And they
Yes.
died.
Yeah.
That's some scary shit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that I would actually like to read on r/no-sleep. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's actually kind of fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fucking...
Oh, 3 people watching. Hey,
That-
3 people.
Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
Imagine if there was a video feed and you could see it.
Yeah, that'd be insane. I don't
It
know.
would be terrifying if you didn't know what it was.
What?
Yeah.
What decade was this?
I really don't remember. I just remember him telling me that story. 'Cause I always
how old
asked
is he?
him.
How old is he?
This was before he's like, I think he's in his late 70s, early 80s right now.
Oh, shit. So yeah,
But-
it could've
yeah.
been
But this was
during the Cold War.
this was before that though.
The Cold War?
No. This was before he was that old. Like I was young
No, shit.
when he told me this.
You were young when he told you this, so did it happen when he told you? Like, it was before he told you, like, right then? Or
It was before he told me because it was during the war.
During the
So it
Cold War.
was during the Cold War?
Yes.
Yes,
I don't
you're
know.
definitely sure.
I know he was monitoring the Russians. I don't know when it was.
I was just, obviously, it's been a thing, but I'm just saying it was most prominent during the Cold War.
Yeah.
We had to make sure they weren't going to, like, fuck us with atom bombs. So,
Mhm.
um,
So that's pretty interesting. But
I forget what I was going to say now. Shit.
Kyle, you're making real good stream right now.
For like the first half of that, I thought you were gonna lead up to a different joke.
Oh, that would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it! I should have.
I honestly thought you were going to be like, yeah, my Uncle Bill, he was
Yeah.
driving with his sister one day. They saw a billboard.
I should have said they saw something out the window, and when they
It was
looked
a
closer, it was a billboard. On it said Boardwalk Burgers, and he That'd been great. I should have darn it! Ah.
You missed your opportunity, Hunter.
Oh, God, I really got you guys like interested in that story
Yeah.
too. That would have been amazing.
That was
Aw.
good, dude.
Darn it.
That was good. Well, either way.
Oh well.
I
Back
mean-
to Tinder.
Back to Tinder.
Well, actually, no. I remember what I was gonna say now. I found a story on r/no sleep that was literally just copy paste a terrible fucking creepypasta. It was you know those lost episode things where it's just like, oh, this one episode of The Amazing World of Gumball. Gumball killed himself, and it was super realistic, and
Oh
they
my
showed
God.
pictures of dead kids. I found two actually. One of them wasn't really. It was a lost episode story, but it was actually kind of good. There was a good story with it. Like this guy saw it as a kid. It's an episode of Full House, actually.
Oh, I read that one.
The one where he saw it as a kid.
He
Like
saw the episode of Full
and
House
his-
and no
and
one
his-
else believed him.
Yeah.
And then he called
Yeah.
the producer of Full House or something.
Fucking yes.
Yeah, I read that
You read
one.
that
I barely ever read them too, so that's surprising.
Oh my god. So the other one I found was literally I could have sworn it was a rip from fucking Creepypasta Wiki, and it was just about this Drake and Josh episode, and it was so dumb. It was like, Josh busts into the room. I'm fucking sick of Walter's shit, and
What's up, brother?
it was like, yeah, those motherfuckers are fucking stupid, and they're like, oh, I could tell this wasn't a normal episode because they were swearing, they don't do
It's
that.
spherical.
And then
Spherical.
they walked downstairs and they was like, oh, how's it going, boys? We're just sitting here having dinner and what fucking.
Back down to one viewer, and I
Fuck.
think it's me. Good job, guys. We're doing good here.
Doing great. It's gonna be recorded. It's okay. People will
Yeah.
watch it later.
Yeah. He was like, oh, hi, Dad. And then they just and they kill the mom. Drake just like stabs his mom in the back or whatever. And then they lock up Walter in the room and they're just like, oh, boys, why you do this? Because you grounded us. And then he just kills him. And it's just like, oh, and I'll never watch that episode again. Because he got this DVD from Blockbuster or what the fuck ever that was just
Blockbuster.
marked Drake and Josh and shitty marker
Wow.
like every other lost episode.
You have to question what Blockbuster manager is like, let's keep this on our shelves.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't watch everything. It was just, Drake and Josh sells.
They know what they get, though. They're like, oh, we got this new shipment in from Alaska. It's Drake and Josh.
You'd think, but working in retail and like learning shit about how malls work and retail stores work, those like sensors and things that they have on shirts and things, they don't come like that. They come to the store in
Oh, they
boxes
put- yeah.
full of assorted shit, and we have to put them.
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, and
Because then I have to take them off. And they...
right, we have to take them off, but I always thought they were shipped with the sensors.
Really?
Yeah, because like I don't. That just seems weird to me. Like, why would we have to do that?
Because some stores don't put sensors on them.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying if it's going to a store where they use it, it would make sense to just ship it like that.
It makes sensor.
Yeah. Anyway, that's something I never like realized, and then more stuff like, so, like, fucking when they ship us stuff, they don't ship us a box full of, Rick and Morty items.
How'd we get here? How'd we get here from
aliens?
and Tinder? It went Tinder, and then ghost stories, then aliens, and then there was stuff in between the Tinder and ghost stuff too. I don't forget what it was, but
Well, we can always watch it later.
Yeah, we
We'll
can
know.
watch it later.
We'll know.
Yeah.
Any
any other topics you guys would like to talk about?
we can go back to Tinder.
Go back to Tinder.
Do
Alright,
it. Tinder.
alright.
What is it?
Because we got off track the Venmo me $5 shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I actually talked to a girl last night, who on Tinder who had something along those lines in her thing, just because she had this cool makeup and shit on. She has awesome like tattoos and she has like body mod stuff. And I was asking her questions about it, and in her account it was like, I'll sell nudes for money. And I was like, do you actually get anybody doing that? You have people actually asking you for
I'm
the
sure
stuff?
a ton.
And she said not as many as I'd like, not really.
Well,
and I
maybe-
said, so do a lot of the guys that match with you on here do that? And then she was like, no, not really. I was like, that okay? That seems weird to me because I feel like a lot of people out there would definitely be up for that. $5 and a bunch of hopefully well done. Nude
Yeah,
pictures.
but you have to think all of those people are probably below a certain age because they can't join Tinder yet. Well, they can't.
That's
they can,
debatable. There are a lot of people. I've only seen a few, like a handful of people who are 17 or 16. I've only seen one person that's 16. Because, I don't think...
Do you remember your 12 and 13-year-old self?
I remember discovering...
let's go on to how Kyle discovered his body. Let's do
Not my body. Not my body. Porn.
Oh, okay.
I remember, actually, I discovered it at my fucking neighbor's house, of all places.
Why?
Because I was... So, I didn't grow up with internet in my house. I didn't have internet until I was 15 and a half in where I lived.
Ooh.
So, I had a PSP when I was, 10 or 11, and there was a place out in my hallway where I could get Wi-Fi. I don't know whose house it was from. I don't know where it came. I just know it was unsecured, and I could get on it, and I could download music, and I could look at band pictures, what the fuck ever. And I went over to my friend's house one time, and I brought my PSP with me because I knew he had internet, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do this. And he got me on his Wi-Fi. I was sitting in his living room while he was watching TV. Sat on just some random website. You know those fucking ads that say,
Yeah.
"You'll never believe how you do this."
It's like
Or
kind of
the-
like BuzzFeed. But
Yeah. And they, these hot moms want dick now or whatever. And I was like, "Whoa, naked women."
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I fucking clicked on it, and it took me to Pornhub, and I was like, "Whoa, you can watch this shit!" And at the time, it was fucking amazing to me. And it
This
just,
is revolutionary. I need
Right?
to tell everyone about this.
I went home, and I was like, I didn't really use it for a while.
Mom,
I just
guess
knew it
what
existed.
I saw today?
Yeah, I just knew it existed for a while, and I just, it was a thing. Every once in a while, I just watch it because on a PSP, you have to download the video, and 1 in every 70 I try to download would actually go. So it was whatever I could get, and not necessarily would I use it, but I'd just be like, what do people do in these? Other than fuck, obviously.
Other than you watched it for the acting.
Well-
You watched it for the plot.
Dude, you know what? Porn with story is better, in my opinion. When there's a story, I don't like just seeing, nice dick. Nah, 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 nah. Done.
Well-
That's
The
stupid.
pizza guy.
That's stupid.
Pizza.
No, I don't like that story either. That's why I haven't watched that shit in 4 years, 5 years at this point, because it's all just
Anthony.
You know what's fucked up? The neighbor whose house I discovered that at, his name was Anthony. But yeah, that was revolutionary to me. It's fucking great, and then it was just, this is all the same shit. Oh, come fix my leak. I'll fix your leak.
That's too bad people can't see you on the camera,
Right.
Kyle.
Anyway,
Only might have been able to see that.
they definitely could, because you can see my face when I come up like this.
You won't.
It's gonna play here in a sec, but
Just gotta wait for the delay.
yeah. But
Just wait for the thrust.
Wait for the
well, here we go.
commencing thrust.
Here we go.
Oh, no, that was you the first time going oh.
Okay.
I was like,
okay.
I can't see that, Kyle. And then why are we rewatching this? They're gonna watch the podcast and be like, hey, they're rewatching their own podcast live on air.
Oh, it froze.
There's your face.
It froze mid-thrust.
Oh, no,
man.
that's the worst.
But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna finish that with? I don't know. I don't honestly. I can't stand porn anymore unless it has a full backstory.
Full back.
It has to have,
you watch
like, a
5-hour movies.
Fucking, I would.
You
It's
would.
basically at this point, I could watch an actual movie that has nudity in it, and that would be the best porn.
Just watch Titanic.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I was thinking.
watch
I
Titanic. Just
have
watch
never
Titanic.
seen Titanic.
Well, there you go. Now you know
would
what
like
to watch
Titanic, Kyle.
later.
I know it has the hey, like what your French girl scene, but I don't know. I've never seen Titanic.
Son, are you bringing those tissues in to
Harder,
cry at
Jack.
Titanic? Yeah, Mom.
Oh, I do have. No, I'm not going to share that on the podcast. I'll tell you guys after I'm done.
Oh,
After we're
oh
done.
man.
Yeah, I have a story about that.
Wow. Oh.
It might make for good material later when we have an established fan base and no one thinks I'm a fucking creep.
Hey, there's two people watching, guys.
Hello.
Oh!
Hey, what's
Hey.
up? Hello.
So.
Anyway, hope you like my story about porn.
Oh, I loved it.
It was my favorite story about
I
porn.
never expected
It was
to launch
it
into
was
that
my
shit.
favorite story ever.
Really?
I
Yeah,
should write a book.
it's just that.
Just
bullshit.
that.
A
It's
thin paperback. It's Scholastic book. You sell it at Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah. Obviously, it'd be a children's book. What is this? It's light reading,
It's
Hunter.
educational.
It's educational.
If you ever want to look at porn, just go to your neighbor's house and click on one of those.
And use a PSP. You can only use a PSP.
Oh yeah. See that one 280p video every one in every 60. That was great way to do it. Actually, adding on to that, one time at Chip's house, at his very first house,
It's Razzer again. Hey, Razzer.
Hey, what's up, dude? One time at Chip's house, I spent the entire fucking night on my PSP looking at porn. Because I was bored out of my mind, and there was nothing to do. I knew I couldn't get out of his bunk bed to go anywhere because I was going to wake somebody up. So I got on that, and sat there. And this is... I consider this to be one of my most shameful moments in life because the sun came up and I realized I was still looking at it and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
And then you continued after that. You're like, oh, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did actually. Fuck.
Good job, Kyle.
Thank you.
What's our next topic? It was,
Well, we were sure as shit weren't expecting porn to pop up. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
This has just
all
been
those
a
pop-up
load of
ads.
topics we didn't expect to come up.
Pretty
this time.
much.
Yeah.
That should be the podcast name. A load of topics that we didn't think would pop up.
definitely lots of loads on this.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
so
so
many.
things that I have written down. Swagstica, there's you
Oh.
and me going forth on that.
Okay,
Going back
so
and forth.
I was texting Sean today, talking about what time he was coming over, and it was me who started it.
Yeah, you started it.
I said swagger because I thought it sounded like yogurt, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Uh-huh.
And then what'd you say? You said
I said sweetsa,
sweetsa, and I said sweparoni and squeeze.
and I responded with swagstica,
And then what I said.
swag dogs and swagworst.
Oh yeah, swag dog. and
Continuing
swagworst.
the innocence of the conversation that I have surpassed. And then I say the swag reich, I'll be over soon. And you said swaggity swagger, and I said swoog.
Swoog. What is swoog? Because I know swaggart is yogurt, but with swag in front of it. What's swoog?
It's just a word that came to mind.
It sounds like if you were to try to, like, woo a lady, and she
Swoog.
Let me swoog
she
you.
fucking...
Swoog you off your feet.
Oh jeez.
Want to go to the dance floor tonight, my lady? We can do a little bit of swooging.
Swooging? That does sound like a dance.
It
Like,
does, yeah.
That's the new dance for this
Like a-
podcast.
like a-
That's
like
our
a
official
dance
dance
pad.
for this podcast. Is the swoog.
It's just a thrusting while, like, getting up from a chair.
It's
like
Kyle
I did
thrusting.
earlier.
That's the
It's
official
only
dance.
Kyle thrusting. Just,
Oh, great.
just
Nobody
Kyle.
can do the swoog but me.
No,
Yeah.
everyone named Kyle.
Oh,
Everyone named Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the Nick Webber strut from Hot
Yeah.
Tub Time Machine, like, do the strut. Do the strut. Like that
Any,
whole thing.
anyone named Kyle, when they thrust into the air, is swooging.
That's swoog. That's pretty swoog.
Hey, there you go. Anybody that's ever watches this through the history of time, if your name is Kyle as well, and you just decide to thrust in midair, you just swooged.
And then send it to Kyle on Twitter.
Yes, at Rhythm Musician. If you don't know how to
Actually,
spell that,
give
you
me-
wouldn't be the first one.
Give him your Twitter.
Oh,
okay.
fuck it. Who cares? I don't use Twitter.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the first one with a verified check if we ever get famous.
Oh, yeah, totally.
True.
Go back and watch all the episodes. Fucking, hey, there's my name for fucking everything.
Oh my gosh.
And
Check out Kyle's mixtape.
Send me your swoog videos.
Swoog.
I'll reply with swoog videos.
Only 18 plus.
I'll put that in my bio now.
Oh.
Actually, yes, I'm
Send
going
me 18 plus swoog videos.
I'm gonna actually put that in my bio. Send me 18 swoog videos.
Oh my god.
Now you all have to check it out.
The two
Verified.
people that are watching, you have to check this out right now.
Hunter, you're one of them. Yeah.
I am half. I think I'm half of this. I don't know if it counts, but okay. I'll follow you, Kyle.
You do follow me, Hunter.
That's true.
I wonder if Tyler ever tuned in.
I don't know. Tyler, are you there? Oh, howdy. Tyler's on here right
Oh,
now.
fuck,
Right
Tyler.
there.
What's up,
I
man?
already said that. Oh, Tyler's the second person, I guess.
Oh, so
okay, sweet.
Razzer left. Razzer, come back!
Maybe
Razzer.
Razzer might still be here.
I don't know.
Maybe it doesn't count us. I don't know.
I don't know. Fucking, okay. Where's
If
the...
you don't, that means that there was even more people last time than we thought.
Oh wow, wow, we're popular. We have a max of 4 people at once. Was that it?
Probably. Hey, we had a total of like 36 overall though, so lots of people clicked on
But
it, said no, and left.
Let's estimate at least 40 of those. Even though that wasn't 40, at least 40 of those were me.
See,
Probably.
I'm scared. I'm scared now that that's in my bio because I might Google swoog later and it's some gross sex move.
Oh, let's look it up.
No.
Swoog.
Swoog.
What if you like?
Ergen?
What if you Google it and then you end up on some like government watch list and there's
Oh,
like
it's
a court
thing.
case open up? What is it?
A general term for male you do not like. Typically uses an insult to call a guy lame or a tool.
That's not that bad.
More specifically, a swoog is a guy who portrays himself as a typical frat boy.
So like a douche.
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing to
Let's see.
send videos of.
All you fucking.
Another thing is another name racist white people use to not say the N-word.
You know what? That's not bad enough for me to want to take it out of my bio. Okay, all you swoogs out there, all you fucking swoogs, send me your videos.
Well, that's our fans' names, the swoogs. You guys
The
are the
swoogs.
swoogs.
We're gonna call them another term for N-word.
Kyle likes chocolate, is the thing. Send me swoog videos.
Kyle likes milk chocolate. Let's be real here. Milk chocolate and white chocolate. Yogurt covered pretzels, actually. Yogurt covered pretzels are the shit.
What about yogurt covered raisins?
Ew, fuck your raisins.
I like
Raisins are
yogurt-covered
disgusting.
raisins.
Raisins are amazing.
Raisins are disgusting.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are the best cookies.
Hey, I don't like
You-
normal raisins, but I like yogurt.
You shut up.
You go fuck yourself. That
I
is
will.
a lie.
Give me that and I will.
Fuck.
Wow, that's probably too loud for everyone. Yes.
Yeah, oatmeal raisin
What?
cookies are shit.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
how do you like oatmeal raisin cookies the most?
I don't know. They just taste the best to me.
That's bullshit. This is bullshit.
A
That's
very-
a scam.
a
Fuck
very
the
this is
church.
why I
There's
say you
95
have an
reasons why.
innocent-looking face.
Okay, a very good oatmeal raisin or oatmeal chocolate chip cookie is better than a plain chocolate chip or a plain raisin cookie.
It's been fun, guys.
Kyle? Kyle?
Fuck it.
Call?
Kyle.
Call?
Kyle.
Call? Well,
Okay, so this is
We
you're gonna be
lost
on the
him. He's
podcast
dead.
now. All right,
he's
so
dead to us now.
he'll be back next episode, maybe.
No, he won't. He's dead to it. Kyle?
Kyle.
Call?
Cly.
Clyde? What is that? That's 5 fingers? 4 fingers. What he saying?
I had to take a swoog break.
Took a swoog of your drink.
No, I didn't take a swoog of my drink. I had a swoog break.
He had to swoog his babe.
Oh man, I hope if this ever gets big, they definitely gif all of these moments. So you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that over and over again.
Just.
Get a
I
gif.
would,
I'd be honored if someone made a
Someone-
gif of
I would
me.
say-
Someone's
that
gonna
as
watch
the
that on a
background of my
PSP
computer.
while they're. That's gonna be how they're gonna find.
I'd be honored. I don't know about you, but I'd be
You'd
fucking
be honored.
You'd be honored.
I'd be honored if this fucking stemmed to anything. If this got like a fan subreddit with like 2 subscribers, I'd be like, holy
Let's make
shit.
it ourselves.
No, Hunter, that doesn't
I'm
count.
joking.
Doesn't count.
Why would we make it ourselves? You know what? Tyler, you're cool. I'm gonna say that because no one else has said Tyler's cool.
Tyler, you are cool.
Sure.
What?
I love you, Tyler.
You're one
What?
of my favorite.
What's our next topic?
While we talked about swagsticas,
Killing everyone.
Good.
we can talk.
Oh gosh.
Oh, kvass.
Voss?
The drink. Kvass, the drink that I heard about.
That you heard about?
Yeah, on
Russian
on,
beer.
Yeah, Russian beer. So, with some of my friends, I was looking at this YouTube channel called Life of Boris, and he did this thing that I thought was really cool, which is just making beer with stuff that you find in your kitchen, and just fermenting it yourself. The one that he made is kvass, which is a Russian light beer, and I thought it was really cool because he just took like bread and raisins and yeast and things that you just find in your kitchen, and he fermented it for like 2 days, and I just thought it was really cool that he made beer by himself in his house.
You
That
know,
just sounds awesome to me.
yeah, you know it would be a Russian to do that though.
It would be a Russian to do that.
Like,
yeah.
if
Does it while wearing an Adidas tracksuit.
yeah, that's true. That's Russian.
I saw another one of his videos where he put the Adidas 3 stripes on his car.
Why?
Just down it, but
Oh
he
my
didn't
gosh.
pinstripe it like with paint because he said if you don't have the money, just use tape. So he put 3
That is
white tape pinstripes.
Actually Russian. That doesn't even surprise me at all.
System of a Down made a fidget spinner.
Wow, Kyle, thank you for the breaking news. Breaking news with Kyle. This just in.
System of a Down made a fidget spinner, and so did Coheed and Cambria.
Wow.
This is a dark day for some of my favorite bands.
This is a dark day. Let's take a moment of silence.
Yeah. That was a good moment of silence.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. This is the silent podcast.
This is the silent. We're gonna take.
We
a
literally
full
don't
moment
do
of
anything.
That'd be a funny idea. Like
The
for, for
silent
an actual podcast, we just do like visual things.
Oh
the whole
yeah,
time.
dude, that would be cool. We just like gesture to each other and try to communicate with that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know if that'd last for an hour and something if we were gonna do it though.
It'd be like a 10-minute podcast.
Yeah.
Special edition. Come watch us.
Maybe 15 minutes. We have to go through a struggle.
we just like put this whole entire story out there like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera, but it's all quiet.
None of us know sign language, so we're like Googling sign language and like trying to communicate with it. Hold on.
I think this means fuck you, doesn't it? Or is this asshole?
I don't fucking know
I
sign
don't know.
language.
I think this is like
Wow.
hello.
You're a faggot.
I'm sorry.
You're not a faggot, Hunter.
This is also goodbye.
You're not allowed to swoog. You're officially not allowed to swoog. You can
Same
never.
Hunter,
You,
he can never swoop before.
I don't
What
care.
are you talking?
You
I
don't
can
know.
always swoog.
You can't swoog.
I've been able to swoog since I was 1.
You. Can I was born to dance. You can't swoog.
I was born
You're
to
a swoog. You know that?
Well,
You're a
you know,
real
what? You know what? Fucking. At least I have an ass.
Okay, Kyle. You win that one. That's it's hard to rebuttal. Rebuttal, get it? Rebuttal.
Fuck your jokes, Hunter.
Oh, I mean, you
I
would
have to-
you would if they reviewed on a PSP.
Only if they gave me the swoog note.
Oh.
I'm trying to re-download the Twitch app right now so I can tweet out the link to our podcast.
Oh, I'm dying.
Fucking. Wait, that was that ran the funny tank dry. I got nothing left.
Oh my gosh. What were there any more topics we were going to talk about?
I have a couple more. But first off, I would just like to see, like, if there was time travel and you could, like, send videos back in time. Kyle, when he's, like, 12 years old, looking at his PSP, and how he discovers porn is he just sees a video of himself thrusting, like, 6 years in the
Like,
future.
the first video he downloads is this podcast in the future, and he's like, what? That'd be crazy. We should write that. That should be on our No Sleep. That's a No Sleep story.
Just a fucking no sleep. Oh shit! There's a video of me talking about my first porn video. Terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
What is... Okay, so the only other thing I have written down here is talking about the band.
Oh
band.
yeah.
The
So
band. The Brit.
The band.
The band.
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 The band.
He maybe did.
He might did.
Maybe did.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
No, he maybe did.
Schrodinger's
What
dead.
did he maybe do?
Schrodinger's dead.
He maybe did.
Are you fucking with me?
Fly the Concords.
Yeah, Sean, you wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't
Sean,
get it.
you're
Yeah,
not
you wouldn't
cool.
get it, Sean.
You don't know us.
Sean, you wouldn't get it.
You can't swoog.
Yeah, Sean, you can't. You wouldn't get it.
Fucking do it!
With your fingers.
You don't
I
know how it
mean,
works.
you definitely could.
Just shove your fist down in your mouth and just
Choke
block
on
off
it.
the
Just
airflow.
eat it.
Just
like-
eat your own fist.
I wonder if we digest. Just like,
Would your body digest its own self?
I don't know.
That's a new conversation. Would your body
I-
digest itself, and why?
You just disappear. I don't know. You start eating yourself and take your whole shoulder in, and then you just like.
Well, considering
It just-
we can eat other human beings, yeah, we could eat ourselves, but we obviously we can't consume our own stomach.
Couldn't consume
Yeah,
our face.
well, I feel-
mainly.
Okay, so like,
Could.
Like our
I feel
whole,
like your body would
mouth.
reject
you could
it.
Consume your mouth.
I feel like your body would reject it if you like eat a part of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we talking about cannibalism?
It's auto cannibalism. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't care if it's done in a car shop. If it's still cannibalism, then...
Fucking, you would, Hunter.
Oh, come on. I
It
like
was
that
pretty
one.
good. It was pretty good.
Thank you.
Um,
Oh, let's talk about TV shows. Any TV shows you guys like?
I hate all TV shows.
All TV shows?
Yeah, every single
What
one.
about one that involves you, Sean?
I like Chuck. A TV show that involves me.
Oh, I thought he said that in response to my question. I like Chuck.
No, he's just
I was
stating
in
he likes
Chuck.
a guy
Yeah.
named Chuck. He
Oh.
swiped right on
I
Tinder
was
for him.
while they were filming. I walked across the street. I was just there, and I saw it on video later on. I didn't know it was there.
That'd be fucking hilarious. I'd shit myself. That'd be great.
Wow. Yeah, that's another question I always find like interesting. Like, how many pictures have you been in the background of?
That's crazy.
What would be your estimate?
Fuck.
At least 1,000.
At least 1,000? Wow.
Just like
More than 1,000.
Considering we went to high school, like how many times did
No.
some girl like in the front of class?
Way more than 1,000. I'd
Yeah.
say
Dude.
maybe even in millions.
Shit,
No,
100?
not million. Okay.
You think you're
Okay.
that popular?
No, 100,000s though. Because if you think about it, everywhere you go, there's a video camera or there's a security camera.
You're saying
Yeah.
pictures, like I'm thinking like pictures people have taken, like purposely.
even
Like,
that too. Yeah, even that too though. Like there's a ton of people taking pictures all the time, and if you go on vacation,
I wouldn't say millions. Okay.
I'd say 100,000s.
Okay.
I'd say like 10.
10?
10.
No, not realistically. Realistically, I'd say less than 1,000. I don't honestly think I've been in the background of that many pictures.
So all the vacations
Would you
went
count
on.
Google Earth?
Okay.
If I found myself on Google Earth, I'd be like, holy fuck,
No,
I'm
but-
taking a screenshot of
Like,
this.
even when you go to Chicago, like you went to Chicago twice, once with me and once with
Chris,
and Chip. Was Chip?
Gabe, and Brad.
Chris, Gabe, and Brad. Okay, but just the amount of times people take pictures at either of those concerts, that would add up to over 100. You
That
being
we
the
were
background.
in, though?
Yes, definitely.
Someone
If
takes
people
a selfie at the
take
front.
pictures of lines, if everyone does that that's around us, we're gonna be in all those pictures.
Yeah, maybe.
I think.
I'm talking. When you're saying that, I'm thinking like you could look at it and tell you're there, like you can see you. Maybe you're back of your head, or you're talking from the distance. You can see your glasses, but I'm talking.
Not like full face.
you
but
can
like,
see you,
you can see that it's you. You can tell that
not
it's
just a head in the crowd.
That would be pretty close to the same number. I feel like.
you. Yeah.
I don't know, but now I want to see those pictures. Damn it! I don't know where they are. I don't know.
If you have a picture of Kyle's back of his head,
or my glasses.
or his glasses,
please
send it
submit
to
it
him
to-
on his Twitter, Rhythm Musician.
Yes, and also don't forget to send me all of your 18 plus swoog videos.
Only 18 plus though.
Yeah.
Maybe
so-
17. No, only 18. Only 18. 17 not allowed. 18 yes.
19, fuck you.
He
Please
will.
fuck me.
He will definitely.
He's open to ideas.
Yeah. So no 17. 18. Okay.
Hunter, what's the name we run this under?
Deep Talking Dilfs.
I know, I'm not. It's not coming up.
Maybe you should get a life.
How long have we been recording?
I have no idea.
What does it say?
Feels like years.
It could be 2
I think
years.
it's been it's been over an hour.
Has it?
Yeah.
Sick whip.
Are we gonna do our
Dilfs of the week?
Dilfs of the week.
Dilfs of the week.
Oh man, I haven't thought about my Dilf yet.
Oh yeah, guys. Oh, but we can't show it on here because the video. You can only see our faces.
I need to find my Dilf.
So we'll have to visually.
Joe Rogan.
I can always pull up a picture on our phones.
I already have mine in mind.
I have mine in mind now.
Is it's the one you said out loud?
No.
Oh well, then that's a shame.
I gotta think now.
Well, Kyle, we don't have much time. Sean, let's have a side conversation while he's thinking.
Okay.
Who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero, Captain America, personally.
Disgusting.
That's what everyone tells me.
Not just about Captain
America, the superhero. That's
Just in
disgusting.
general. Just in general, people when I talk say disgusting.
That's a few. That's funny. I like that. That was good. Mine is. I don't know. Either.
Okay, I have one.
You seem like an Iron Man type of guy.
I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I like.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Let's just say that
Star-
now.
Yeah,
No.
What?
No, Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man.
He was, but I would.
Don't you sit there and tell me Andrew Garfield is a better Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire.
I would.
Because
say-
this is about to turn into a fight, not a
I would
podcast.
say they're about the same.
Andrew
Andrew Garfield might be a little bit better.
I will burn your house down. I know where you live.
You are in my house right now. You could burn it
Do
down
not
right now.
say that live on the internet, dumbass.
Well, they don't know where my house is.
Hey,
They
Kyle,
could
I have
totally
matches.
trace it.
I have matches.
You have matches?
Yeah, in my wallet.
Oh, those kind of matches. I thought we were
Yes.
back on the topic of Tinder.
No.
You just
I
said,
mean-
I don't know where. I have matches on Tinder. Yeah.
Oh, some pretty hot babes.
No, I'm saying you have the capacity to burn this house down with my house.
Right, well, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
No,
I'll probably-
okay. Okay. Tobey Maguire is really good.
Yeah.
But
Don't,
But
don't,
Andrew Garfield is
don't,
pretty good too.
don't,
And I
don't,
think the
don't.
newer
Excuse me?
I think the newer Spider-Man will be better than all of them. Because it's actually like Spider-Man. It's not like,
It's
I'm
most
actually 50
accurate
years
to
old
the-
in the Spider-Man.
It's most accurate to the comics, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it actually is like shows high school experience and doesn't start off with his backstory like every single time when they'd reboot the Spider-Man series those 2 times. They would start off with the beginning movie, which was like, oh, Uncle Ben, no, and then they cry and they have to wrestle.
They don't-
What the heck?
They cry. They have to wrestle.
And if they wrestled, I could just see that, like
You know what I'm talking about? In the Tobey Maguire one.
Uncle Ben! Motherfucker, RKO your ass.
Uncle Ben. He's the one that kills Uncle Ben because he wrestles with him too hard after he's been shot.
No, that's... That...
Okay.
They don't wrestle!
In the Tobey Maguire one, he becomes a wrestler and he
No,
lets
he
the
does
guy
not.
pass him.
He does not
Yes, he
become
does.
a wrestler. He goes into the arena and tries to fight the dude. He does not wrestle.
It's a teaser. He's being a wrestler though.
He's not being a wrestler.
He is going in the arena with a personal identity that's covered by a mask, and he's fighting people for a living. That's a wrestler.
It wasn't for a living. It was to win money to get for his uncle.
Yes!
But
Yes!
that was first movie. That was first
I was
movie.
saying that was the first movie. He was a wrestler in the first movie. He cried after he was wrestling, so he was wrestling and crying.
He wasn't crying.
Uncle Ben, Dilf.
Dilf of the week, Uncle Ben. He wasn't crying
He
during
cried.
the wrestling. He was crying after it because
Yes.
Ben wasn't dead yet.
His Ben was shot or stabbed or something.
Ben got shot outside the arena.
Yeah, after he let him pass him after he got his money for his wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was after.
Yeah,
It wasn't. So he wasn't crying and
So
wrestling.
he was wrestling and crying. I'm sorry. I
No.
placed-
No.
I
No.
placed
No.
one.
No. He cried after wrestling.
He wrestled.
It was not.
Then he cried.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. He was wrestling and then he was crying.
But it wasn't really wrestling. He didn't really wrestle.
It was wrestling.
He went into the arena, but he didn't really wrestle.
Neither is like actual WWE wrestling.
I understand that.
I'm saying.
That's acting.
I'm saying.
So it was a Spider-Man movie,
Bad
but still.
acting.
Yeah.
if you have a mask on and you're tackling people and fighting them in a arena that's shaped like a WWE arena, then it is wrestling.
It's but
what would you call it?
there's a difference between wrestling and beating the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Glad we came to that agreement.
Is there though?
Yes.
Have you seen WWE? That's realistic.
It's fake.
That's real. It's all real. No acting.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, totally.
At all.
So we're gonna do our deals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Have yours?
let's
Yes.
start it. You
Yeah.
go first, and then Hunter, if you have yours prepared.
Yeah. I might.
Okay.
Oh wait, I just want to preface this because people didn't see this. We need to also tell what this is about. 'Cause we didn't
Oh.
say and then also we didn't tell who won last week. It was Puppet Dad from Full House.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Puppet Dad from
Yeah.
Full House.
So-
He went last week.
Dave Collier. Dave Collier won. It was between Dave Collier, which is Hunter's Dilf.
It's Dave. Dave, the guy from the Tinder.
Oh, that's right.
That was him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The one Dave.
The one Dave.
Sean's was Johnny Depp, and mine was John Stamos. But basically, we need to do a shorter version of this because I don't want to recount the whole damn thing from last week. Deep Talking Dilfs is a thing we started when we were all hanging out with our friends one night.
That's
Actually,
great.
it was pretty much it started
With
with
us.
Sean Hunter and I. We stayed up really late one night talking about like really deep topics like religion and philosophy and death and politics
Yeah.
and all these the idealistic shit.
If Spider-Man wrestled and cried, we talked
Yeah,
about that.
that was the thing. And we did it up and like through the night pretty much. I think we were awake the whole night. So we, at 3 a.m. we realized what we were doing, and then we got onto the topic of talking about dads that we'd fuck, and we wouldn't actually fuck any dads, but hypothetically, we'd fuck these dads.
Hypothetical.
And most of them were the Full House dads, but we looked over at the clock, 3 a.m. Hey, 3 a.m. is time for Deep Talking Dilfs. That's what we called it. So, after that, it was like a tradition of every time we hang out, we just stay up late as fuck and talk about deep conversations.
We should actually do a 3 a.m. podcast once.
We should.
We should. Actual Deep Talking Delves traditionally.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would not be a funny one. If anyone wants to check in, it probably wouldn't be that funny, but it'd be interesting. So,
Yeah.
that's where the Deep Talking Dilfs name comes from. And what we're going to do on the podcast, what we did last week, what we're doing now, is at the end of every one of them, we're going to each pick a Dilf and name them and give our reasons why we think they're a great Dilf. And whoever we're going to vote at the end to say who we think had the best argument based on the honor system. And whoever does that wins. And if we get enough viewers at some point, like avid viewers, I think what we're going to do is have people vote, just have their votes on the screen.
Well, we do it on a straw poll, which we could make a straw poll and they could vote which one.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's Deep Talking Dilfs. And here is week 2, episode 1, version 2.
Yeah, also, I will fix this to where you can actually see the window where we look up the dads, but I couldn't do it this time because it messed up and I don't want to stop the stream.
Last week we had it up so everyone saw.
Yeah, you can see
everyone
pictures
saw
of
the dads we chose, but yeah.
You go first.
Okay, my dad that I chose, off the top of my head, like 2 minutes ago, so not very well thought out. But Frank Iero is who I chose. I don't think you know who he is.
Nope.
But he was one of the guitarists in My Chemical Romance, and he has, I think, 2 daughters and a son. And from what I've seen, he's always treats them really well. He's always super sweet to them. He's not a bad looking dude, honestly. He's not bad looking whatsoever. Super cool to his wife. Super cool to fans. Sean and I met him once, actually, outside of Sick Puppy's show.
Yeah, on the street.
And also, he's fucking hilarious. His Twitter page is full of responses to fans, and just some of them are just amazing. Like someone will tweet to him like, I'm trying to think of one. So he said some random. Okay, I gotta pull this up on Twitter now because there are some that are worthy of saying on here. But first, I'll do a picture so that everyone knows what he looks like. Fuck you, Sean.
Well, do you want to move on to someone else's while you're looking up stuff? Or?
Sure.
Here's
do you want me to go?
Frank.
You to go?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So, actually, you have the picture pulled up?
Yes.
Let's see if that actually looks decent on there. I don't know if it will. Let me see.
That's him.
It looks like
You can kind of get a vibe. Yeah, you
That looks
can
like
kind of
Aaron
get it.
Hansen.
Hey, there we go.
Looks like Aaron Hansen.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Everyone says Jack White looks like Aaron Hansen.
He does!
They don't!
Yes, he does!
No!
Is this going to be another Spider-Man conversation? he wrestled, then he cried. I'm going to be honest with you. He wrestled, then he cried.
Yeah, he wrestled and he cried. He didn't wrestle and cry.
Well, if you take the events of the movie, you could put it in there that he wrestled and cried. He flipped me off. You guys can see it. Okay. Hey, okay, now they can see. Okay, mine, this is a really good one.
Oh, yeah, Twitter.
Louis C.K.
It's a good
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. is a very
balances comedy with family,
and
with realism, with dark comedy, with he has hair,
Definitely
red hair, in a circle.
He doesn't have a lot of red hair.
Yeah.
Have you seen him when he was younger? Look up young Louis C.K. Look that up.
I'm scared too.
Hot. Hot.
He does have a dad bod. I'll give him that.
No, but like hot.
Just,
okay.
Just
He-
super hot.
He's pretty cool. That's all.
But is he Liddy
2 daughters. He has 2 daughters, and he raises them very well. And he has a TV show about his family,
Shit.
about being a father. He has
Fucking
a TV show about that.
Thrice
That's-
Deftones Rise Against and Frank Iero
That
were
is a
all
good
touring
one.
together, and
Yeah.
I'm pissed that I missed it.
That would be a cool dad. Like, imagine having a TV show about your family because of your dad. That would
And
be a
like
good
Louis
deal.
C.K., like being your dad, you'd laugh. I think you'd
Mhm.
laugh a lot.
Right, for sure.
That depends.
Your turn, Sean.
Okay, so I lied. It was the one that I said out loud. The one that I'm going with is Joe Rogan. because Joe Rogan, okay, good looking dude, first off, great body for his age, fantastic body for his age. He's a really interesting dude, has a lot of cool topics of conversation. He's just really interesting. He's a stand-up comedian, so you have a lot of really good dad jokes.
But he does the weeds.
He does the weeds. He also does the mushrooms and the acids.
Yes, and he
I don't know
has
if he does acid.
He's a
Probably.
strain
I know
of
he does
the
mushrooms.
weeds named after him.
Really, I actually
Yes.
didn't know that.
Or he makes weeds.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a strain.
And he has
of
a
weeds.
hair regrowth thing named after him, Rogaine.
Which
Ironically,
he needs
he's
to
bald.
use. Yeah, he's bald.
Yeah.
He has yet to use his own product. He doesn't eat the merchandise. Doesn't use his own merchandise. But yeah, he's just a funny, interesting dude, good body, and yeah, those are my reasons.
Okay. So, if you guys want to vote in the chat, if anybody can type, put who you want to win, which father?
You guys gonna pull up pictures of yours?
Well, nah.
Nah.
Because they know.
They know.
They know.
Not too many people know.
They know
Louis
Louis
C.K.
C.K.
No,
Are you kidding me?
I know there's a lot of people
He's
that know
like-
Louis C.K., but I've had to introduce him to
Do you
people.
think Tyler knows Louis C.K.?
Oh yeah.
Probably. I don't
Oh,
think
Well,
Tyler's
then,
still
okay.
watching.
I feel like yes.
I don't think he's still watching.
You don't. There's two people still watching.
Yeah,
There's two people
I don't know
watching.
who it is.
So, if you're out there, type which dad, and you'll be counted as one of the votes.
Be the first person to vote ever.
You be the first person to ever vote. Do it, you won't.
Do it, you won't, to the fans.
Bet.
Now
I
we'll
heard
have
you
to,
wouldn't, fans.
We'll have to debate about, he was wrestling me crying. That's what we have to debate about now. Okay, out of these three dads, which one do you think could win in the fight?
Joe Rogan, dude, he actually trains, to fight. So yeah.
Well, darn it. Out of these two, who would win? Louis C.K. or, what's his
Louis.
name?
Probably
yeah,
Louis.
Louis.
I just feel like
Louis
Louis
was
would
stronger.
intimidate Frank. Like, maybe a little bit, because Frank wouldn't be one to shy down away from a fight, but I feel like he would also I feel like Louis would just put the bat.
What about you versus, Frank?
I say Frank.
I say
Yeah,
Frank.
I say Frank.
Frank. I am a fighter. I'm not a good fighter. I would not win in most
What about you,
fighting
Sean?
fights.
Me versus Frank? I kick Frank's
What about
ass.
you versus Louis C.K.?
Oh, me versus Louis C.K.
I think you'd win that one.
I think it'd be a close one. I feel like it'd be like a solid 7-8 minute fight.
He
But
could-
I'm gonna call out Louis C.K. on the podcast if he ever sees this one day.
He could
I will-
envelop
I
you
will
in his
fight you.
sweat packets that he gets when he does comedy. He
I
would
would
go
love
to
to
his
fight
face.
Louis C.K. and see who wins.
Oh my gosh. Looks like no one's going to respond. No one is going to be the first vote. So,
Alright, so we kind of have to keep it to ourselves.
Yep. So,
Alright,
okay. If you want to vote for Kyle's, do hold up 1. If you want to hold up for Sean's, do 3. If you want to hold up for mine, do 2.
Why'd you have to do that out of order?
Well, we did 1, 2, 3.
I know, but you're
Okay,
but,
so
but,
I'm 2.
But you
You're
introduced
3.
You're 3.
You're 3.
Oh, I'm 3.
I'm
Fucking-
2.
You're 2.
He's
You're
1.
1.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking.
Everyone close your eyes.
Fucking.
Okay.
Open
Wait. I haven't made my choice
God
yet.
dang it.
I'm thinking. Fuck you. Okay.
Go.
Shit, it was
Oh.
unanimous.
Unanimous
me.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
2 shows in a row. My dad has won.
Yeah, but you don't have proof of the first one.
So you think?
we have the what's the word? We have the account of the people who saw it live. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Person,
Razzer.
Yeah.
Razor and myself and you and Sean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, this is a good podcast. I feel like play us out, Kyle. Woo! Oh!
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Are we
Bye.
done?
Yeah. See ya.
See ya, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you for anyone that tuned in and watches this in the future.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Spider-Man was wrestling crying.